I are Clever.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settler Saturday, episode 56. Now if you remember last episode guys, we were attacked. I think this episode we're going to be licking our wounds a little bit here. The plan was last episode to attack this blue guy, steal his gold here, and I was just about to think about it. I was just about to commit some troops to it, and then all of a sudden, this guy attacked. Look, he's still attacking us now. Sending in his one and only priest solo. That's very stupid of him, but yeah, he's still sending people in every now and again. Look, so we're going to be licking our wounds a little bit, I think, this episode. We do have, we've got loads of gold. Look at that, cool. Cool, we've got another stockpile up there on its way. That we did manage to recover quite quickly last episode. I think about halfway through we got attacked, and then by the end of it we managed to have this quite a big army here, which is pretty cool. We've got all of these these transport ships. I don't think we need any more of these. So our main objective, if you remember, is to take out this this pyramid here. We've got to take out this large temple of the Egyptians. Now I was thinking this guy wasn't going to be a threat, but this guy, I'm not sure he's probably got balls of steel, because he's still sending troops in. Look how slowly. I guess what he's doing is he really wants to reinforce these towers that he's managed to take up here. But we've just got a very small amount of troops here, and we're managing to defend it quite nicely. There's nothing he can do, is there, really? We can't even, maybe we could use these transport ships to just have a little sneak peek at his base. Hopefully they won't get destroyed. I'm not sure if you can destroy transport ships, what you'd need to do it. Maybe you'd need like a gong hall or a, yeah, the Amazons have the gongs. I think the Asians, do you know what I mean? Like the kind of artillery that no one ever uses. I think we used once and it was really useless, so no one uses the artillery ever. But I think that might be the only way to get rid of the transport ships. So yeah, I think basically what we're going to do, we're just going to sit back and try and recover a little bit. He's still sending troops in. We've got these ladies here just stood because he's obviously trying to resupply this guard tower here. Let's get them a little bit closer. We'll send these ones back at least. I think what we want to do is build a large residence. Now it says we've already got one on the go, but I assume that's down here, which it is. Okay, so seeing as we've just pumped out like over 60 troops there, let's squeeze in another large residence if we can. Yes, there. Yeah, we'll put it there. We're running out of space as well. I've been saying before that this guy's running out of space. For every troop that we kill of this green Asian guy, there's no way he can replenish that, because he doesn't have any space whatsoever to build residences. Literally no space whatsoever. And we're heading that way, actually. I mean, we've got a little bit of space. Soon enough we're going to run out of space. So I'm not sure what to do. I think we definitely want to take this mountain back. I'm going to check all of these, because these are annoying me, these little icons down here. Very interested to see what this general message is. We need a hammer down at the bottom. It looks like, I was going to say it looks like we've already got one, but that lady there was for the iron smelter. Any other messages? Scythe, okay. Now I'm pretty sure I sent that stuff down there. It's hard to tell with everyone standing in front of it. There is something there, look, a scythe. Go on, do your job, please. That transport ship's just stood there doing nothing. Look at that, it's all the meat and that as well. Have I cancelled this? I think I might have accidentally cancelled this target. Okay. No wonder they're not sending anything down then. Does that work? Okay. Let's set a few waypoints first. And a third one Like that. Yeah, they'll figure that out, won't they? Surely. Okay, yeah, wicked. Okay, I wasn't sure what was going on there. So what we want, it looks like we're sending meat, and there is something in there. Can you see that? I think that might be a scythe. So what we want to do, we are sending a bit more meat. Let's send a couple of hammers. If we send a couple of hammers, it means we can get a toolsmith down here as well, which might be a good idea. Because then we're pretty much set then. If we can get a toolsmith, that would be cool. And how are we doing for grain as well? Not too great on the grain front actually, are we? Let's go for one more. I think we did have a couple up here, but as you know, as our borders went back and forth, we lost a grain farm or two at least. Yeah, we still need a hammer for that. So let's get one on the way. I did put one on, didn't I? Yeah, okay. But of course what we need to do is we need to go to the toolsmith and actually make a few hammers there, and probably a couple of scythes as well. I'll go with 3 because we've got one up here as well. Oh my god, and we've filled this. Look at this storage area. I checked this like a couple of minutes ago, not even that long ago, and it was almost empty. So let's put another one on, put it on a high priority so it can get built as soon as possible. We got this large residence coming up. Needs a few materials there, 9 wood and 1 stone, but we can handle that. That's cool. I'm just curious as well, mentioning stone here, I haven't even paid attention to stone in a while, so let's look at the stone cutters and just have a little look at the working area here. See, there's the stone down here, but it's not in the working area. So yeah, let's do that. And can we find, this will be interesting. Oh, here we go, another stone cutter there. We'll just overlap that a little bit. There's got to be one more. Is there one more up here? No, there should be though. Maybe we could take this stone. Look at this. We could use that stone, thank you. Very well defended though. Look at this. Castle, large towers, castles, large towers, all the way down here. Yeah, castles all the way along. Okay, so there is a third stone cutter. I guess that's down here though. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So what was I talking about? Before I went off at a tangent and we started checking out stone cutters, I think we were looking at this large residence. One of the things I was a little bit worried about was are we making weapons and no one's picking them up and using them. Look, especially from these, you can see a few spearheads there, or the bottoms of the spears. Yeah, we don't have enough people to become troops at the moment, but that's fine. Can we promote? Oh, we can. We probably could have promoted a very long time ago. Never mind. And what weapons are we producing? Is it purely look at that. I thought it could have been purely spears, but there's the very slightest little bit of bows that we're producing there. What's going to be best for attacking? We're going to need some bows, aren't we? Where am I looking? Let's go for some bows for now, I think. And every time we make an archer, in fact we can do it right now, we can get all of the archers we possibly can, stick them in these transport ships here. Let's have a little bit of combat this episode, I think. I was going to say, we've been a while without any combat, but you know, last episode we had combat as well. So we're 10 minutes in, not seeing any blood yet, so look at that, we've got 50 archers. Again, if you just alt click a particular class there, you can just select that one particular class. So there we go, 77 archers. Let's try and stick them all in this one transport ship, which definitely isn't going to happen. And maybe, what I was thinking, right, I'm not sure if I explained this before or I was just thinking about it the other day. I can't think if I've mentioned it, so I'm going to mention it again. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but one of the things I was thinking It's like you hear it in the news all the time these days that like, oh, these Russian jets have flown into whoever's airspace. You know what I mean? And they've had to scramble their jets and escort them out of, you know what I mean, UK airspace. We're going to do that. Basically, we're going to send our troops in here and just see how quickly they can respond. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drop a few troops into the Egyptian base here and just see how quickly it takes for them to send troops in. And that will be very interesting. I think if we can reveal the map at the same time. Here we go, there's a priest. We can reveal the map. If we can do that at the same time, that would be perfect. Here we go, let's get some more people in here. I'm just going to go purely for archers at the minute, which I think as like an initial attacking force, archers would be perfect. We'll get these bow women in there to do their thing. And it can only carry, is it 7 at a time? It can only carry 7 at a time, okay. Cool, we'll send these transport ships up. I think that one's full. Let's go for another one. Now I've stopped making transport ships because I thought we'd probably have enough, but it's actually quite a long distance to go all the way across there. If we really wanted, we could possibly capture the land here and then just bounce them back and forth in the transport ships here and then have them march all the way into the Egyptian base, wherever it is. Here it is. Is that an option? Maybe. Maybe we'll just drop these ships right in the heart of combat and see what happens. They'll probably get wiped out. I'm kind of expecting them to get completely wiped out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Again, with these two, they look like they're packed full of people. Now, should we have one that's purely spear women that we drop at the last moment? Maybe that's an option. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go for one more transport ship here. Is that full? Go on. Can we get anyone else in there? No. Okay. Right, we're going to build one more transport ship, hopefully. Then we're going to just put purely spear women in there, and we'll do the initial attack of all the archers, and then maybe these 7 spear women can do something for us. I'd say we could probably start producing some weapons down here, but we need the hammers. We've ended up sending axes down. Did I want axes down there? Not really. Why have I sent axes down? Maybe I accidentally clicked it. Oh, we've got hammers on the way now then, okay. Okay, that's cool. And we're making bread. Okay, but we don't have any wheat or any production down here, so maybe we should do that. We'll get a little bit of wheat production going. Just 2, maybe 3. What have we got? We've got like 2 coal mines, but we could potentially go for a few more. So let's go for... I'm trying to do it in the hilly areas. There we go. Let's go for 3 grain farms. Are we sending any scythes down? There's 2 scythes on the way there. Okay, that's cool. Let's go for 1 more scythe and possibly a couple of pickaxes, just in case. Just in case we need them, we might as well have them down there. And so we'll produce them, of course, in the toolsmith. Couple of pickaxes. Was it a hammer as well? Have I lost track already? Oh, it was a scythe. Okay, let's do a hammer as well. Couple of pickaxes, a hammer and a scythe. We'll do that. And another general message, okay. Oh, we do already have grain farms down here. And we've got one in the most awkward spot there imaginable. Let's try and change that, if we can. That was a bit of an oversight there. Oops. And what we can do, we can squeeze a Stonecutter's hut in and try and get him to take that stone there. That should be okay. Yeah, okay. Little bit of overlap there because I didn't see those grain farms. Never mind. What we do want to do then is send, let's say, two more scythes down, and then of course we'll go here and 2 more, please. We need a scythe. We need more scythes. Loads more scythes. Look at all this area we could have used. What's wrong with me today? We could have used all this area. Never mind. And this isn't quite built yet. We'll send some spearwomen down. The second this gets built, we'll stick some people in it. There we go. Stick 6. Well, we've got 42 selected there. We only want 6. And we built this storage area in time. Perfect. And we've got the lodge residence here. And look at this. There's no one standing outside of it. But then suddenly loads and loads of troops. So I'll tell you what. Let's go for another large residence. Let's go for 2. We're living large today, guys. We're on episode 56. We're going to build 2 large residences at the same time. I don't think you've ever seen that before. No point putting them both on a high priority or anything like that, because that's the only building we have going at the minute. What's our fighting strength as well? 83%. Is that going to be able to... Is that going to be enough to take on these guys? Yeah. Now there's no point dropping these yet. Not just yet. Because we could wipe out their entire army potentially with these guys, but then we couldn't take a single tower because there's no melee people here. So we've just got to wait for this. Here we go. Wait for this one transport ship. You know what? Let's go for another. It is quite a long journey, isn't it? And I think while we're waiting for that transport ship to go down there, we'll take a few of these ladies and we'll take back this land that was rightfully ours. Reclaim our homeland. Okay, here we go. Maybe not with every single person though this time. Like I did last time. Sent everyone in. Literally every single last troop, and then for some reason wondered why we got attacked. Yeah. So we'll save these few here. And the storage area. Okay, let's go for one more storage area. And again, this one will just be purely for gold. I didn't put this one on purely for gold, so we'll put that one on. And let's retake this. What's he wanted to build here? A woodcutter's hut. Not very practical. Let's see what we can do. Can we take these 3 towers at the same time? That's a lot of archers shooting at us. It's like 8 archers. We've got like 55 women, 54 women. We should probably be okay, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Reinforcements already. Should we push it a little bit? Take out the green guy? Maybe. Yeah, let's head up this way. We could always use this mountain full of coal. How is our food production here? Look at that, we've got no bread whatsoever. Maybe we're using it all on meat and then sending the meat down here. Has that got something to do with it? Probably. Okay, how's it going? We've got our ladies just standing around here being human shields. That's fine. Let's get a few of them up here. Just in case. Okay, we did take a tower there. Which one did we take? Oh, right, we got that little one. Let's press the advantage here. We'll go for this blue tower here. And he's coming to defend himself there. We probably should have expected that he came to defend himself. That's fine. That's our last fighting force there. The defensive force. Okay. Can we take this tower? It looks like he's down to archers, so we've pretty much got this. We've pretty much got this tower. As long as his reinforcements don't make it through, which I don't think they will. We'll be okay. We managed to get this little tower, which is cool. let's head on up to this tower here, which is again owned by the blue guy, and we definitely need that tower in order to control this mountain here. Cool. Down to archers again. We got that tower, and are we going to take this one? Yes, yes we are. Easily. There we go. Let's move on up to there. We don't want them picking us off. We managed to, I wasn't even looking, we managed to destroy the invading force, the defensive force, quite nicely there. Though we don't have any coal. Look at this, there is no coal whatsoever. This is a bit of a problem. What's our production here? It's dropped down quite low. These ones are at 60, that's not so bad. Some of them 15%. Not really any much point in you being there if you're on 15% production. Okay, so these will defend here. Fight amongst the coal mines, and we're just about to take these towers here as well. Cool. Taking quite a lot of a hit though, quite a big hit. Lots of people here with really red health. They're going to die anytime soon. Though we do have a little healer's quarters. And look at that, just in time. We just needed a nice injection of coal. Look at this. A couple of stacks here, we might as well make use of them. Look at this one guy, he's going for it. And oh, he's dead straight away. He was on it though. He was rushing past. Okay, let's send some down to the healing quarters, see what they can do. I'm really tempted. What towers would we need to take? We've already got this. It's just these two here. If we could take these two large towers here, we could get all of this coal here, which we really want actually. I kind of do want that. And during all of that combat, we've got no new troops. Even with these large residences, look at this, both churning out at the exact same time. They've all got things to do. Look at that. Instantly got a job to do. Let's see what this general message is. Scythe, a scythe, transport ship is ready. Okay. So what happened? Are these the spear women? Okay. Okay, cool. So let's get a bit more combat. While these are just standing around being healed one at a time, that will probably take quite a while. That's going to take ages actually, so while we're waiting for that, we'll send some troops down here. Well, we'll look at the troops down here. Where would be the best place to take? Could we very rapidly take this guard tower? Is it too close to these castles? Look at this, it's got towers all along the edge, at least up here. No, we're going to test his defences. Like I said, I probably explained it really crap, but you know what I mean. We're just going to send some troops in and see how quickly he can react. These are sacrificial troops. I don't care if we lose these, to be honest. That should be fine. We've got the spearwomen here. Unload. Okay. They're all just stood there doing nothing. Oh, these transport ships are really paying actually. They're a pain to try and navigate. Oh, it's 8. It definitely is 8, isn't it? Yeah, okay. 8 per boat, which makes sense. Other than I always thought it was 7. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe, yeah. Unload everybody. It's a little bit clunky, a little bit awkward to unload everyone. So no combat, no defensive force yet. We'll see how long it takes. While we're at it, we'll look at this. No scythe. Okay, that's fine though. That's absolutely fine. And here it is. Here's the defensive force. Let's see what kind of strength they have as well. That's what we want to see. And then we'll just send all of these empty transport ships back. I'll try and do it while I'm still looking. Oh, we got another one here. Oh, he just cast a spell. Did he just teleport them somewhere? I think he's teleporting them places. That's the only thing with leaving it. What, we're like 2.5 hours into the match. This guy's obviously been working on his breweries here. He's got a lot of mana just to teleport troops all over the place. Look at that. We've just been teleported down there, and there's nothing we can do. Is there a little safe area we can get to there? Again, we've got more troops here. Get them out of the way. So we lost our spear women. They only had 8, and then he was just teleporting them everywhere. I thought it teleported them down here, but it actually turns out we've made these troops, which is pretty awesome actually. We're getting started making some nice troops there. Oh, look at this. We found the slightest little patch here of land that this guy doesn't own, and we managed to fend those guys off. It's just unfortunate we can't take the tower. Interesting. Very interesting. What did we learn from that? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what we learned. Where are they going? Okay. We could wipe them out. I think we could do that. With a good enough force, we could take these guys out. I think that's what we learned. Of course, we need more melee troops. We can't just be like 90% archers and expect to take these guys out. Look at this. Can we make it home with these? We've got 12 troops here that have just been teleported randomly, across the map. I wondered what these were. These are pioneers still taking land. The great journey. I was going to say the great voyage. We've already lost 2. Can they make it back? I'm not too bothered actually. We need more coal though. We definitely want to churn. We need to kickstart this coal production. And what do we need for that? How many? I'm looking at the number of bakeries. We've got quite a lot of bakeries by the looks of it. I can see 2 on the screen. Do we have any more bakeries? I can see the 2 here. Where are we looking for bakeries? It says we've got 6. You know when there's just so many buildings and you can't see anything though. Can't see the wood for the trees or whatever the saying is. We must have a bakery down here. We've got 2 down here. Okay, so that's fine. I think we need more grain farms. That's what it is. Can we squeeze in a grain farm anywhere? In the newly conquered land? Yes, we can. We can. Maybe not the best spot for it there. Look at that, awesome. I'll tell you what, we'll crush these guard towers because we really don't want them. As long as I don't crush every tower, we should be okay. Am I going to crush every tower? What do we have left? Okay. Good to know. Good to keep an eye on that. Yeah, we've got this one down here. As long as I don't crush that one. That would suck. Accidentally just crushed my own tower. Oh, that's it, guys. Lost the game. Game over. Okay, so we freed up a little bit of space there. Can we squeeze in another? Here we can. Grain farm. Where's the best spot for it? Somewhere like that. I mean, that's not the best. It's not perfect, is it? But it will do. It will do for now. We've got this lookout tower that we don't really want anymore because we own all of the land that it's looking out on. Okay, cool. So we'll do something like that. So we've got to go for 3 more scythes, and that should hopefully kickstart the coal business here. He's rebuilding his coal mines here, and I tell you what, I was gonna attack this guy, but there's not really much time left in the episode, guys. So maybe I'll just call it there. I think we did okay there. We're rebuilding quite well. We've got another little crisis here though, absolutely no coal, which could be an issue. That's the 30-minute mark. We tested the water with this, guys. I think we can attack this. I think we can do this. We've got all of this coal production down here, so we should be okay. Especially if we push up here, all we've got to do is take these 2 towers, and we've got all of this coal here. So I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday.